But in the building, we got Boston bred, J to the S.
Yeah, S there. We good right here? You picking me up on this?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
All right, good. Yeah. Emilio Sparks, I'm up in here, J to S. It's very lovely, nice, hot, nasty, muggy New York evening. So I'm out on Staten Island for the first time ever.
Well, you know, when you say hot and muggy and messy, you think Staten Island.
Yeah.
Or the women. Mostly the women. I've dated hot and muggy women.
I bagged one girl from Staten Island a few years ago.
She was good looking, the typical Staten Island mama?
It was pretty. It was in Manhattan, you know what I mean? It wasn't out in her natural.
Oh, she was a transplant.
Yeah. She wasn't, I didn't just pick her up.
What happened with mommy from Staten Island?
Ah.
Did you guys do some methamphetamines or? You've been around for a minute, actually. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I've been putting in work for a few years now. Yeah.
Like I said before, there used to be these things called records.
Yeah. Some of y'all kids, and I'm not even an older head, but some of these young kids, they don't even know about vinyl. I'm proud to say I've had a lot of joints out on vinyl. When I was coming up, you know what I mean, way before I was even doing it like this, just as a young kid, like that was how it was. Vinyl, and you wasn't like a real DJ if you didn't mess with it, but now it's
different. You're not a real DJ if you don't have a laptop now.
Yeah, no, but it's alright though, because I understand a lot of DJs who were spinning vinyl, now the game changed, it's easier to use Serato. But I mean, if you ever got to put out wax, it's a good feeling, you know what I mean? It felt good, it felt like I contributed something in an old-fashioned way, something that I was proud of, you know what I mean, to uphold a part of the culture. And now I don't do it because you do vinyl, you send the records to the stations, the DJ's like, oh, no doubt, can you give me the MP3? It's like you're wasting money, and oil is so expensive, and petroleum goes into making the vinyl, so it's like mad dough to press up, like even 500 records, so it really ain't like the bang for your buck no more, you know what I mean?
So pretty much you were sending children to war because of your vinyl records.
Bush was going in.
Yeah. Bush was like, I'm making money off this son bitch, so.
I'm so tired. The game is so tired because dudes are so scared in hip-hop to step out the box and try something new. And when cats do that, they get criticized. They get like, it's like a witch hunt or whatever. Everyone going to come at you and chastise you for trying to do something new. Or even for sticking to your guns. It's like hip-hop is the most scared genre of music.
But why is that?
I think actually right now in the course of the game is probably one of the few times I've seen in a long time in hip-hop where people are actually taking chances. And you've seen a lot of hit records that wouldn't have been a hit record a couple years ago because they're out the box, whether it's content-wise, structure, sonically. Like, somebody might be talking about something different, not the typical stuff, because for so long, there was a formula to getting a platinum record. You get this beat by this producer, and you put blah, blah, blah on there, or you give it with this kind of beat, or you come with this approach, you talk about that. And it was guaranteed to get you somewhere, but it was so cookie-cutter, it's so boring. I think right now there is some bigger artists taking chances. You know, I like seeing it. Even if I don't necessarily like the music or the song, I respect the person stepping out the box and being successful with it. So that's what I'm going to try to do with a lot of my joints, you know what I mean?
How is the music scene down there?
I mean, the Boston scene, Boston's like, I have a line on one of my songs about, like, it's a city that the industry forgot. From a major label commercial perspective, you know, Boston's overlooked. Only a few people are known for stuff out of there. But I mean, the scene is thriving. It's an East Coast city. It's the most East Coast city there is, like, geographically speaking. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of hungry dudes there. But I don't know why this seems to be like some kind of black cloud sometimes. Within the city, there's a lot of crab in a barrel mentality. So some people get real jealous when another dude from Boston is doing well because they feel like, oh, there's not another spot in the industry for me, not enough slots for cats from Boston coming. It's like we all got to fight for these little spots, but. There's a lot of movements to get rid of that kind of mentality and unify. And there's some people that play a part in that, whether they're DJs or website guys or promoters or artists themselves, trying to make it better. And you know, I credit them. And then there's a lot of cats who still got that crab mentality. A lot of slimy dudes. A lot of people with half-ass hustles.
You know, so to speak. Do you feel nowadays that some artists brainwash the listener? And make them, like, listen to, like, let's say, i.e. sneaker rap or tight pants rap?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, the artists have control over their fans to the extent, like, when they give them the music, but a lot of times I don't even like to blame the artists. You could blame the media outlets, whether it's the labels or the commercial radio stations or the video outlets or the internet, because those are the people who control what you hear. I mean, with the internet, kind of levels the playing field, but, you know, people always say, well, we're giving them these kind of records because that's what the people want to hear. Well, is it really what the people want to hear? Or is it what you've been making them listen to for the last 2 years? So that's all they know. And they scared when they hear some record where you might be talking about some real things. You know what I mean? Unless you package it real careful. They get scared because you've dumbed the people down. It's not necessarily their fault. They can't get dumb themselves, but you only give them so much to hear and think about. Your mind gets more simple. So, I mean, but artists too, like if, you know, you're kind of playing into that too, though, if you're going to make that kind of music. And I know we all want to get successful and play ball. I mean, I got party records, this and that, but I always try to tie it in and make it unique, whether it's sonically or make a concept out of it, you know. Do something a little more than just give them the same old. But a lot of cats just don't want to. It's so easy for them to follow the formula, so they just giving the fans poison, really.
You know, you've always been an outspoken dude about, like, the industry and, like, you know, the ins and outs of it and what not to... You know, what not to do, what to say, you know, what's tainted in it. And you always speak your mind. Do you feel that that renegade approach has gained you a whole arsenal of fans that you can honestly say will be your constant support system? Because, like I love, like, I'm going to say it, Staten Island based, love Wu-Tang.
Hell yeah.
Wu-Tang does not, let's be honest, Wu-Tang does not have to put one dime in marketing because their core fan base is so tremendous where they just speak... People just listen it's kind of like a higher being, like a voice of God.
I mean, they left
and you're like, yo, I gotta do it.
They left such a mark in the game on so many levels that, you know, they're legends. They're on legendary status. They're like you know, like a Rolling Stones or Led Zeppelin of hip hop. So they can go, you know, you can see them play a 20,000 person venue, sell it out. Everybody's singing a lyric to a song they do. You know what I mean? So they got a long time.
I feel that you're going in that kind of like that same direction because you really do speak your mind and you don't care. Like I need to speak the truth.
I have to because I figure, yo, this is my opportunity, and a lot of cats get scared when you're on the spot and, like, you know, there's a lot of people in your ear and in your pocket telling you do this. You get that, you know, blah, 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 and it's so easy to get taken off the right path. But I'm like, yo, this is my one opportunity. I'm going to do it like this. And some people is like, oh, if you do this, then you can get a deal. And if you do well, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, yo, I'm going to play by my rules. I want to do it my way. Or it's not even fun for me to do it. It's just next. I don't like to say next level. That's corny, but it's on some next stuff. You know what I mean? Next level's corny and played out. Gotta dead that.
It's like the word swagger, but you can't figure out any other adjective, so you must use it.
Swagger's like the most awfully over corny used word, like, in the last decade. I'd never be using that word. I never even use it off jump because I knew cats was gonna latch onto that like it was like the last thing in the world. You know what I mean? Like it was the Holy Bible itself, and these cats like live by that word. It's so corny.
That and pause.
Pause is for some insecurities. I never gotta say no homo or pause. I be messing with girls. You know, I know that. You'll know that too if you leave your girl around me for 5 minutes. So I ain't gotta say none of that after when I talk. I hate it when dudes be saying it. It's like they insecure. You only saying that because you was thinking about some dude in your head when you said it. You know what I mean? It's my eye quality, so it's coming.
You need to come back too.
Oh, I'd love to.
All right, so we can figure out how to make this gumata pasta sauce.
Oh, you kidding me? We'll bring a couple of these fine Staten Island girls in here. I love them.
Yeah, and they can do mind-altering nugs.
Yeah, just don't let them try to blow OCs off my CD cases.
All right, Jay, I appreciate you coming through, man. You gotta come back again.
Emilio, I appreciate it. Emilio Sparks, J the S. You know what I mean? Support, listen, call up. You know what I mean? He's holding it down up here for some real music for y'all.